Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. I am your host, the Ace of Knaves, and a big happy Father's Day to you as we get ready to kick off another episode of AOK Championship Wrestling here on Twitch. Give us just a few moments. We got just a handful of matches here tonight. We'll keep ourselves on a smooth and ourselves on a right kind of track here. Been a little bit off. We get readjusted and back on to where we have been before in the past. We're going to head on down to ringside as Prestige being led out by Ken Bouchard. It's ready to take on Amadeus with Luna in his corner as Prestige.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 228 pounds, the King.
Gets ready to kick this episode off for us here tonight. Welcome in. Of course, if you miss out on any of the AOK action, you can always pick it up over on the YouTube. That's right, there's a YouTube channel specifically designed to have us out there for those socials. Find the Ace of Knaves Entertainment YouTube channel. You can find all of the action of AOK right there on YouTube. The King of Old School ready to kick it off. Ready to go one-on-one with a member of Project Clown.
Accompanied by the unpredictable from another time, weighing in at 210 pounds.
Being led to the ring by Luna, a brand new member. We'll see her in action later tonight as well. She's making her debut at ringside with Amadeus. Prestige ready to kick it off. Amadeus lined up against them here. Let's set this off. The referees are managers at ringside, and Amadeus coming out tough. Kicking it off with a Luthez press. Collar and elbow tie-up sends a Prestige into the ropes. Big drop kick. King of Old School. Look at this. Bouchard up on the ring ropes. Up on the ring apron, getting Amadeus' attention. Wasting no time and getting involved in this match. Of course, Prestige taking full advantage of that and looking to keep the matchup in his favor. You know what time it is. Prestige sets him up. In for the ride, off the ropes and over the top rope. Prestige going to follow him out. Luna backing up, giving him some space. Not too familiar with this female clown here at ringside. Our first opportunity to see her here in action. Referee counts for 5. Prestige looking to take it back inside. No, sends his opponent into those steel steps. Referee's count to 8. We could be looking at a double count out. Prestige back inside. Look at this, Luna trying to get the referee's attention. And Amadeus counted out.
Here is your winner.
And Prestige picking up a victory, but that was a little lackluster for an opening matchup. Moving right along. What a way to kick it off. Double count out. Luna just getting herself situated to turn right back around here. She gets ready to go one-on-one. I'm real sure about that. We might have to be something we talk about not having anymore. A bunch of weenies can't get back in the ring. You're full of... Oh, wait. No, this season... Never mind. Just fucking with you. Slow on this loading screen, too, I see again. And we are just finishing up. Picking up where we left off last week. Last episode. We've only got about 4 matches tonight, and a hell of a way to kick it off. With it being a count out. We've only, like I said, we've only got 4 matches. Come on, man, make it count, kids. Make it count out there. Piper Ramirez and Luna ready to go one-on-one. Eventually, sometime. There we go. Let's get it on. But up first, one half of the Ramirez sisters.
The following contest is scheduled for one
Piper will be the one engaged in this matchup.
accompanied by Paige
Paige being at ringside to make sure that the
from Puerto Rico.
referee knows how to count to 10, I guess.
Ramirez.
Former tag team champions. Now looking to make their marks in the singles divisions as well. Piper, the older sister, ready to get things going here as she faces off the debuting
Accompanied by the Clown from Germany.
Luna.
The
Yeah, right back at you, brother, with that happy Father's Day. Not only AOK, but the roster and everybody else at home. Tuning in either here on Twitch or over on the YouTube. Welcome into the neighborhood. Where you can find us hanging out, watching some pro wrestling every Sunday night at 7 and every Wednesday night at 9 here on AOK. Twitch.tv. Luna ready to go, as is Piper. Joe Brony gonna ring the bell. Let's get this underway. Luna coming out quick and just tossing her opponent. It was an innovative maneuver there. Knee to the face. Snapping suplex, and Luna in control of the matchup in the early stages. Piper with a reversal. And just manhandles her back to the mat. Up to the shoulder, the Clown. Standing power slam, and Paige on the outside getting a little concerned for her big sister. Taking it to the ring apron. Falling back suplex. Referee right there to start his count, and we all know full well Joe Brony knows how to count to 10. What a knee there. Drilling that into Piper. Standard vertical suplex. And Project Clown. We'll stumble there with Amadeus on a count out, but we also last episode double count out between Malice and Torrance Benjamin, as Ken was saying. Getting back on that. Almost got another one here. Back in time, keep this matchup legalized. This German suplex by Piper. Pinfall attempt. Only one. Luna trying to find some sort of momentum again. Gets clocked, but look at this. Nice reversal. Brings it back in with a clothesline of her own. Hooks the leg on Piper. This might be a pinfall. And only 2. Vulgar suspiciously quiet here. This has not been much of a... this has not been much of an issue here at ringside. He's been pretty stone-faced about the whole thing. Right now, Piper bringing the crowd to her feet. Bringing the crowd to their feet. There we see Vulgar finally getting somewhat involved there. I see at the very least shout some encouragement to Luna. The Irish whip. Piper over the top rope, back on the outside. And Luna taking it high risk. All the way to the top, going to the outside. This is our twisting stunner. Knocking the bejeebus right out of Piper Ramirez. The referee again quick to start the count. What time to be playing around outside here, girls? Joe Brony will count you out quick as shit. Piper's still laid out here. We got some movement. Luna coming out to start the count all over again. Bit of a tussle out here. And again, both Paige and Vulgar. Paige at least being a little more animated than Vulgar. But neither one of them really getting involved in this matchup. Piper stepping over, looking for the submission. It's that rear naked choke. She let go of it more so than Luna breaking free. We've got a pinfall attempt. And only 2. This crowd wanting to see these two go at it. Piper sent into the turnbuckles. Catches Luna with an elbow. Drapes the arm, bridging suplex. Luna, a bit of a quickness there, getting that sidestepping out of the way. Finding an opportunity, and again into the corner, catches her with the avalanche. But Piper right back up to her feet, and Luna still on the attack. Another avalanche in the other corner. Pillar to post. Goes the Project Clown Princess. Hooks it over. Pinfall attempt. And Piper barely gets the shoulder up, but she is back up before Luna can get her bearings in a powerful Superman punch. And there's that twisting leg drop. That's modified. Go. Gator roll. Into the side headlock. We're back outside. Piper again working the arm over. Trying to find herself some sort of strategy. She ought to be doing this inside the ring. Referee Joe Brony, a stickler tonight. And again with that toss from Luna, and again the referee up to 8. Piper barely making it back into the ring here. But a German suplex that just folded Luna in half. attack, turning the heat up. Luna, dazed, getting back to her feet. Fires off the back elbow, runs her over with a shoulder tackle, and looks like perhaps the Clown playing a little bit of possum on Piper. Looking for the pinfall. And almost 3, only 2. Ramirez barely getting that shoulder up. Into the ropes. Caught. Ramirez. Fall away slam. Shades of the bad guy. And we got a pinfall attempt. And again, another kick out. Luna holding her own here on this debut. Blocks the right hand, fires off one of her own. Sets her up, ducks under the clothesline. Comes back with a couple of quick kicks to the hammy. And Ramirez to the outside, looking to slow that down. That worked, almost. Trying to take Luna off her game plan to take the momentum away, but we're right back one more time. That sit-out spinning powerbomb. Couldn't quite hold her. We go for another pinfall. Luna may have this. Not yet. Piper again gets the shoulder up. Working the chicken wing. Slowing the pace down, thinking about what she's going to do next. As Luna stalks in, helps her opponent back to her feet. Spine buster. Rolls it over. Terrible camera angle here. And that's it. And that was it. With the worst camera of the night. These guys are really bad here tonight. But Luna picking up a victory on her debut. Against one half of the former women's tag team champions. And Vulgar couldn't be any happier with the outcome of Project Clown. Tag team action up next. Coleman and Bouchard coming together at the request of Prestige. Take on the mixed match pair of Chris Chaos and Podwaho. We've seen Bouchard come out earlier with Prestige and actually be semi-instrumental in that victory. And again, has to come out here and tag with James Coleman. These two have a long history. They worked well together last week on the behest of Prestige. So let's get to ringside and let's see where we go. Already kicking it in, and Coleman tagging himself in as soon as the bell rang. It looked like Bouchard was going to start things off, but Coleman tagging himself in here against Chris Chaos. Hits a backstabber early, right out the gate here. Both men going for airborne maneuvers. Chaos gets reversed, sent into the corner. Introduced to the turnbuckle, James Coleman. Back in AOK, teaming with Ken Bouchard, also returning. And oddly enough, a mixed union that is. But again, other than Coleman tagging himself in earlier, Bouchard taking the tag and driving the point home here on Chris Chaos. And by point, I mean point of the knee into the bridge of the neck. Bouchard taking it outside, and again, Chaos. Back inside we go, into the corner. There's weird Coleman holding Chaos, moves out of the way. Bouchard clocking Coleman, and look at this, Chaos ducking under the clothesline. James Coleman taking out Ken Bouchard with that clothesline as Chaos, Podwallow keeping Coleman outside. Chris Chaos on the inside. Off the ropes. Chaos running senton. And there was some serious miscommunication here. And I don't know. We got a pinfall attempt. Bouchard looking to finish this up. I'm sure he wants to have words with Coleman. Over the back, Chaos doing his best to keep momentum on his side due to that miscommunication and missteps. Sets him up. Look at this, Bouchard. Stalling suplex. Yeah, we don't always get a good good cutscene as we like it. Makes a sensey, hey. Here we go. Bouchard, no, again, stopped by Chris Chaos. Chaos drives him in with that DDT. Chaos fond of variations of that maneuver. That guy's got 1,000. Chris Chaos has 100 ways to drop you on your head from a into a DDT. Most of his movesets are DDTs, and they're so devastating, every single one of them. Another tag. Coleman comes in with a low kick, and Chris Chaos, shoulders are down. This might be enough. He's been in the matchup from the beginning. Podwallow not having any legal time in the ring. So he did do a little bit of damage early on, keeping Coleman outside after those clotheslines, those accidental clotheslines, and again the DDT, and again, look at this, Coleman standing right up off of it. Coleman reaching that strange spot. And we get another tag. These two, again, working together even after, the match first, I guess. And again, looking for it again, DDT. And again, this time, Bouchard popping right back up. Underneath goes, look at the Chaos. Drives him down again. Going for the cover, drags himself over. And Bouchard gets up before two, but that, I don't know how much Chaos needs to make a tag. And he needs to make a tag, and he needs to allow Podwallow to be in there for a while. Look at this, not even double team here. He just made the tag and got out. Back around, Bouchard back to his feet. Podwallow off of his side slam into the abyss, but only one. Again, Bouchard and James Coleman teaming up, having issues earlier, but look at this. Podwallow, freshest man in the match though, mind you. Popping right back up and getting stopped again by the Iron Man. There's Podwallow. Misjudged the distance. Finds himself head over heels. Look at this, goes right after Coleman. Side Russian leg sweep. Back around, face first. Bouchard into the steel steps. Referee continues his count. Multiple curb stomps and Podwallow in control for the moment. Takes a cheap shot at Coleman. The referee count to 7. Bouchard's finally starting to stir back to his feet. Can he beat the 10 count? Sure does. And Podwahill focusing on the crowd and not Bouchard getting back in the ring. And IKB with a clothesline that just about buckles that kid in half. Coleman tagged back in. Steps under, half Nelson suplex. And Podwahill now needs to be the one to make the tag. Look at all that real estate. Coleman, that's a long way out. Drops it. Atomic elbow for the pinfall. And Chaos for the save. Coleman sets it up. Block. Podwahill with the reversal caught him and turns it into a power slam. Coleman looking for that Coleman cutter. Misses with the ropes, comes in, low drop kick. Homes in on that knee. And Coleman again turns his attention back to the crowd and unfortunately allows the tag. Captain Daddy, welcome in. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate you being here. Happy Father's Day to you. From all this here at AOK, the chat, the roster. The chat and the roster, one and the same. Appreciate you checking in with us. Off the ropes, double team action. And that could be it for James Coleman, who wisely rolls out of the ring. And look at this, Podwahill. Short distance over the top rope, crash landing on James Coleman. And boy, oh boy, this has been a hell of a matchup. Coleman focusing on Chris Chaos. Podwahill back in the ring. James Coleman. Sling blade. Is it enough? Drilling elbows after knees after elbows after knees. There's another elbow. And another tag. The IKB Iron Man Ken Bouchard. With the dreaded ash cheeks to the shoulder. Into the ropes. Podwahill ducking under. Gets a couple of shots into the back of the massive thigh. Ken Bouchard misses with the spear. Bouchard from behind, but Coleman gets caught up by Podwahill. Beats to the bell rod. And Bouchard, look at this. Waited for the opportunity and struck. Bouchard bomb. Pinfall attempt. Coleman outside and Chaos with a save after only one. Chaos trying to get as far away from Ken Bouchard as he can as the mud hole stomping commences. Ultimate splash. We're looking at broken ribs. Podwahill staggers back up. Has him one more time. Another Bouchard bomb, and that has to do it. Shoulders down for the count of 3, and Coleman has an issue with Bouchard. A little shoving contest here. Alright, hey, I mean, Prestige only asked them to go out there and tag match. He didn't ask them to be friends. He just asked them to get along long enough to get the match done. They barely did that, but they did it. That's makes sense. I am not gonna, Prestige is that's interesting as Interesting's a good word to use there, buddy. Absolutely, Ken. IKB and James Coleman. Main event, last match of the night here. I know I told you it was going to be a short one, y'all. We'll definitely take a look at all these numbers, and they said only half a show per se. Alexander K gets his chance at the AOK World Heavyweight Championship against the Grim Reaper, Zach the Ripper. Wayne Curry just going to go ahead and repeat what I said, and that's fine too, Wayne. That's fine. Set to be a good matchup. Alexander K, the Masked Man from Manchester.
Now we're talking.
Here we go, here we go. The world champion, Zach the Ripper. The River being on this very focused attack over his last couple of matches. And this AOK crowd here to see the champ. One last look at that belt.
Introducing the challenger from Manchester, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, the superstar, Alexander K. And his opponent from Limbo, weighing in at 275 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Zach the Reaper.
Handing over the title. Alex getting a good look at it, and we are just about set to go. Joe Brony holds it up one final time. Let's do it. Alexander K fires off first. All the way to the shoulders, drives him down. Look at this. And here we go, here we go. Zach finally getting things swapped back around here. Look at this, Alexander looking to become a new champ. Gets it too. The Ripper reverses it. Oh, back and forth we go. Who knew that Zach had it in him? back and forth and almost comes out on top there. Covers him up. The Ripper only gets a 1 here. Into the turnbuckle. One more time. Alexander K fights his way free. This getting some steam behind him here. Pele kick. Top of the noggin. Hook of the leg. Shoulders are down. World Championship on the line, and Zack the Ripper kicks out at 2. Back to his feet, both men, but look at this. The Ripper. Black Plague. The Black Plague. And we might be taking a trip in time. Sets him up. Dial it back. 1888. Too close to the ropes, maybe. No. Referee starts his count. And the world champion, Alexander K, kicking out at 2. The whip pops him up, right hand. The masked man from Manchester putting up a fight against the Ripper here, kicking out of both. Single leg drop kick square to the face. And a fireman's carry. Look at this, Alexander. Not ready to give it in yet. The world title on the line here tonight for everybody here and everybody at home. They're closing in. The final moments of this matchup, perhaps. The Sleeper, the Ripper, looking to lock into the Indica. Jawbreaker gets himself free. Alexander K keeping the match alive, and again fires off multiple shots to the skull of Zack. Irish whip. Misses with the drop kick. The Ripper with the advantage. Gets cut short with the Hurricane Rana. Alexander stepping through. Scorpion Deathlock. Looking to make the world champion tap out. Zack holding on. He may have passed out. Zack the Ripper might be out cold. No, suckered him in. Just suckered him in, right hand. Ducks under a rocker kick to the skull. And Alexander K looking for a safe spot on the outside, but finds nothing as the Ripper drives a knee into the face. Continuing the assault, moving along slowly here. Helps his opponent back to his feet. And the Ripper doesn't have to beat Alexander K. The countout works in Zack's favor more so than Alexander's. Zack can take his time. Alexander not so much. He's got to make sure that he and the Ripper are both inside that ring before the count of 10. Yeah, right? How about it? How about it? When it's in ring gear and there's a shirt involved, more than likely. We got another pinfall attempt, and the world champ keeping the shit alive. Did Zack not wear a shirt last season? I don't think he did. Nah, he did not. He did not wear a shirt last season. And the champ picks up the victory to retain the world title.
Here is your winner, and still World Heavyweight
World title stays firmly around the waist of the Grim Creeper of AOK. Alright, let's take a look at these. Let's see where everybody got set. Take a look at the news, get caught up on the past episode here. Week 2, Omer Hinkeldeimer, suffering a minor injury, cleared to compete. That'd be great. I agree, Ken, and we've been working on that. Except 2K doesn't want to accept the fact that we have Money in the Bank briefcase holders. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. Lilith being interrupted by big money on that ambush, if you remember that, the kendo stick being put to use. And of course, Coleman and Bouchard coming out winning, but a little bit of animosity. Coleman leaving right after the celebration, right after the win. Let's move right along here. Now it'll allow the cash, it'll allow us to announce a cash in. I will say that. Oh, look, see? You see that down there in the bottom left? We going out here. Oh, here, let me show you something. Let's do this. Let's take a look at these matches real quick. Let me just jump through these real quick. I'm looking for something in particular first. Something like that. There you have it. The world champion and the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Okay? Hang on a minute. That's not a cash-in. That's a regular matchup, right? Oh, look at this. Ken, good call. It did it on its own. Gavin Wilson's not our... What? This doesn't make sense. Isn't Jay Blackbear our... I mean, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna make sure none of that changes. So, hold on a minute. Then why would he have a match with Zach first? Hang tight, my friend. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Yeah, we had to go in and even change out our Money in the Bank briefcases. So maybe that finally registered. The custom... I was thinking maybe the custom briefcases were causing it to... It's 2K. You got to think of everything that they don't. Yeah. So, goody there. We'll try to keep all that in line. While we're in here, let's take a look at those power rankings. Yuri, number 1. Coming off of a match with Lilith, I believe. Forget who she wrestled. Did she even wrestle last week? Anyway, Zach the Ripper moving to number 2. Prestige jumping up to number 3 on the roster. Nick Blackwell at number 4 and Alexander K at number 5. Dean Graves, your Intercontinental Champion, riding number 6 in the power rankings. One half of the World Tag Team Champions, Faces of Fear, Crom at number 7. A Women's Champion at number 8. Podwaho looking good at number 9. And Lilith rounding out the top 10. 10 more to go. Alexia at number 11. Gavin Wilson, the Bad Boy, Rookie of the Year. At number 12, Amaya, Women's Tag Team Champion. At 13, Coleman moving his way through at 14. Coyote Kid still with us at 15. And the Wildcat, newcomer, at 16. Larry the Hippie moving up through the ranks to number 17 with Omer T. Hinkeldeimer, number 18. Money in the Bank briefcase holder, we heard it, cashing it in. Perhaps Jay Blackbear at number 19, and Luna debuting in at number 20 after her victory over Piper Ramirez here tonight. Let's bounce through this one more time. Let's take a look and actually see Malice and Torrance Benjamin. We can talk about that. Billy Moore and Buddy Marvelous We haven't seen the Marvelous One, sure. Empress Sparrow and Amelia. Possum Hinkledeimer, Alexander K, Larry the Hippie, and Logan Hawk. These three might be looking for a #1 contender spot there. The Hinkledeimers looking for Rex and Crom, the World Tag Team Champions. Maybe. Big Money, Mama Logan and Lilith lined up. This might actually be a half-decent show without me messing with it. Jay Blackbear, Zack the Ripper to go one-on-one. We'll have to look into some of these a little more in detail for us. James Coleman and Ken Bouchard. I don't know if we want these guys. We'll talk about this. I'm going to try to talk these two down from having a match. Prestige has already... Coleman stormed backstage screaming he wanted a match. And Prestige, of course, IKB came back and immediately agreed. Prestige has been in the offices with the three of them trying to figure out a different solution. We will see what comes of that. As of right now, though, it is scheduled for Coleman versus Ken Bouchard. But again, Prestige just shy of pleading with Brass here to not make this match happen. And that's the thing. I don't know what... I agree with you, Ken. They do. They absolutely... They've had battle after battle. I mean, Prestige bringing Bouchard in as a third for that six-man matchup against Project Clown. I think, that was a smart move. We both know that IKB and Prestige have history as teammates. And let's face it, Coleman and Prestige have a history as tag team teammates in a if you know type of thing. But Zack the Ripper and Gavin Wilson in the main event. We will talk about all this and more come Wednesday night. So until then, folks, that is all the time we have tonight. I will see you Wednesday. Until then, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and of course, don't forget to wash behind your ears. Peace out, kids. Happy Father's Day.